The rise in the amount lost to fraud per the report of the Bank of Ghana was 144% higher than that of the previous year, that is 2020. This is despite the fact that the number of cases recorded from last year had reduced significantly by about 12%. The significant fraud types that accounted for the 61 million Ghana cedi loss included ATM card and POS fraud, impersonation, lending and credit fraud, forgery and manipulation of documents, cash suppression, and e-money fraud. The increase in usage of electronic and digital platforms in the financial sector resulted in an increase in ATM card and POS fraud. Principal consultant at E-Crime Bureau, Philip Debra Dankwa, who finds the development rather worrying, explains the phenomenon.
It was a very good reduction of about 300 counts from about 2,600 to about 2,300, which is quite significant from a tabletop approach if you look at the analysis. But if you also look at the quantum of losses, you realize that there's been a rise in it. So it gives you the sense to think about what is really happening, and you cannot limit it alone to the reduction in the numbers. You have to do a direct introspection on what is really happening, which is why our professional advice is that the financial institutions shouldn't gloss over the issues that happen. They should interrogate it by investigation. They should use a more proactive, intelligence-led approach in trying to anticipate some of these things that happen.
He further stated that the development raised a lot of concern and efforts must be made to urgently curtail it.
So they can go a bit sophisticated, but which is why the banks need to really understand that, look, the people that are within the organizations and trying to help them to protect the investments of stakeholders and the deposits of clients, there could be certain miscreants within that they need to be more proactive, institute certain whistleblower measures to ensure that people are found out through some of these approaches, whereby they can be criminalized, and those that are able to identify those perpetrating the fraud within are also given a praise if it has to be done that way. So generally, I think qualitatively we need to be more introspective. The banks need to probe further, but it's also important to mention that usually when these numbers are put out there, it gives us indicators to understand where the fraud issues are.